So here I'm starting to teach collection to a 3-year-old gelding. It's about his 10th ride out of a snaffle in a bit. So the key thing with collection is you need to first move the feet willingly with impulsion, and then comes the pretty part, the breaking of the chin, and that's the icing on the cake. So make sure you have the feet willingly moving before you start with the pretty stuff. So 3 things you need first: shoulder control off your reins, forward impulsion that's consistent, and hindquarter control off your legs. And there's videos on these things in the description below. So here I have him coming along pretty nice. I'll show you first the shoulder control off my reins. Now he comes in off that outside rein and stays in the middle of me. He's not pushing out and bubbling out and opposing my outside aids. He's got to be in the middle of me willingly. Next is the forward impulsion. Now I should be able to push him up without him constantly sucking back and opposing me and breaking gait and being flat. So this needs to be really willing. And the third is hindquarter control off your leg. So this is the lateral movement. And it's got to be really willing as well. So here I'll show you working through some of this stuff and how it looks to school it. So I'm asking him for a left circle to collect up. I draw on his chin gradually and just hold with my hands, push him forward with my legs, and he's manning up on those outside aids and pushing against me. So I don't reward elevation of the head, and I keep my outside aids strong. He can't run through them. So there's a nice give, and here I ask once more, come left, and I give. So I give for just a few strides each time, but I don't let him run through my outside aids and force that way. And here's a hindquarter control exercise. It's called tail to the wall or shoulder in. He's going along quite nicely there with his shoulders in off the wall. But when I ask him for a little more impulsion and softness, see how he stiffens in the body and elevates his head? There I increase my legs. You want it to push him forward through to a give so he gets more compliant and softer in his body. So look at his demeanor there. His ears are moving, he's blinking, and he's quiet in the tail. He's mucking his lips too, but you can tell a lot from the ears and the blinking. So push forward through to a good give like that. Now here is another hindquarter exercise. I'm moving him laterally, side passing. Now here he elevates his head, and watch my leg increase, and I hold him. I don't let him run forward. I hold him with my hands, and I'll increase the leg pressure until he gives sideways. Doesn't matter if it's ugly. It's just got to be a couple of steps to make his compliance increase, his willingness increase. Here he comes really nice. There's no resistance. For his level of training, that was really good. So I did not get greedy and take him all the way to the wall. That's really important. A few nice strides is way better than trying to go too far. So next, I'm just starting to lengthen his strides. See his hind quarters swinging there. As I pick him up, they kind of stiffen up a bit. I want to push through that and get him to really lengthen, and then you'll see him soften in the chin right there, and I give. So lengthening and shortening stride is a really good way to get him pushing up. So have fun and make sure you work on those 3 body control exercises before you worry about the chin. That's the icing on the cake. We're Rod Needham and Jill Moore with Cowboy Up Horsemanship. Have fun getting the feet broke loose and getting through to the give.